Welcome to another incredible episode of ZenJen Connections. That we have someone incredibly special. She and I graced orbits a while ago. It was kind of at my initial origin point of my story and how human design has unfolded. And I'm just so excited to be able to feature an ego projected projector today. She's incredible. I thought she was incredible before I knew her human design. Her name is Carina Hammarsten. If the identity of the projector is identified as an oracle, I would put her squarely in this space because of everything that she has encountered in terms of her own awakening sequence and all of the service that she offers in the 3D world in Sweden. It's a studio that she's building. And the work that is taking place in these experiences that are shared and across borders, she's incorporating new awakened sequences across the globe for collaborative purposes. And I'm just so excited to welcome Carina to join us on ZenJen Connections today and tell us everything that she has been having come into her field of late with all of her new projects and all of her new visions. Welcome, Carina, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you very much. It was very fun last time, and this will be just as fun. And I'm very happy to be here today to talk to you again. It's been a while since last time, but there has been so much happening. Both me doing this studio, this center, whole, it's called in Swedish 𝑗helhetshälsocenter, and it will be an umbrella with all of the education, alternative methods, therapy that you need to have because you want to do a personal development. So everything should be under one roof instead of being separate in different places. So that is my vision with this studio.
Tell me more about the development that takes place. I'm going to tell you why I'm incredibly fascinated by this, because so much of the transformational experiences are happening in the virtual space right now. I feel like this is a feature of collective paradigm shift with the dawning of the internet. But you have built this incredibly successful business. I mean, it's more than a business. It's transformational for those who are entering into this experience with you. I know that there's a backstory that led you to this work, and I want you to tell us all about that, Carina. But tell me what is taking place in that shared space in the 3D as people meet in person with you for these courses and these connections to take place.
Everyone, almost every course attendance or client that comes to me for help in any way in personal development or alternative spiritual coaching, they all have this, I guess they are led by their guides to come to me, because almost everyone is saying like this: I had this, my guide told me to come to you and meet you and speak to you because you are the mentor that I need in this life to get this personal development on all levels. So that is, or should I say, that is one thing that made me realize that I have made more than just a business. It's kind of a education for me too, to help other people to find their inner strength, their potential, and to be the persons that they were meant to be when they were born in this world. So all of my visions since I was a little kid, I have had multiple meetings with angels, guides, really early in life. And then when I was only 6 years old, I didn't know what the angels would want me to do. Somehow, when I got older, I was about 12 years old when the spirit world came very close to me, because my mother's best friend died in cancer. And after that, it has always been different visions, but from different perspectives, I guess I can say, because it has not always been good visions. It has always been, sometimes it has been, how should I say, sad visions, because the spirit world wanted me to know that it's not always happy things that comes through from the other side, because I got a lot of messages from people who had just died in accidents, and I saw them after the accident, and that was crushing my heart, because it was really messy and I didn't know what to do with that. So I told my guides, I want messages from the other world, but not like this. So this in this midlife, I have to say, I'm 57 years old, and now when I'm older, I don't get any more visions or messages about people that has been passing away. Last time I had that was a woman who came to me for Reiki, and she was very sick, and she said, I don't have so much time left. So I told her, I will give you Reiki, and we do it like you want to, and you can get more calmer before she was going to pass. And same day she passed, I think it was 7 o'clock in the morning, I was taking a shower, and all of this realm, I don't know if you call it 3D or 4D or whatever, but I stood in the shower, and then I hear a woman's voice saying, oh wow, this is just wonderful. And then she came right through me with her energy. So that's when I knew this was the same woman who had been on a Reiki session with me almost 3-4 days before. So she passed away the same time, just at the same second that she went through me. So that was an experience that I have never had before. I don't know really much about 3D or 4D or 5D. So for me, this was an upgrading in my own educational, spiritual education, so to speak, because I have always have, I don't go to people like others came to me to say, I want personal development, because this happens to me in every time that I need to come to a higher level. So I have seen a lot of strange things that I haven't seen before in different places. So almost, I can say, almost when I'm working with different people, I meet different people and they are on different levels. And that's where I get my education.
You're here to hold this sense of value, and your incarnation cross is special as well, because I'm being the right angle cross of the unexpected in the second quarter, which has a focus on the tribe, which I can absolutely see that with how it is that you do your work in a shared space with a tribe of people who are collected and aligned for specific purpose. But your particular incarnation cross puts you in a place of leadership, and it is an evolved sense of leadership versus the previous paradigms of dominion, of one over many. The projector brings this new kind of leadership that is a new flavor in how human beings intend to be led into future timelines. And is this something that resonates with you?
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Almost everyone who comes to me, they are talking about how they have been stuck in time. So the timeline is really important in my work, and to cross over the timeline to see who are you in the other sides of worlds or origins. And that is what has come more clearly to me the last about 6 or 7 months. And since the lady told me about this natal chart, I just felt it in my whole body, and it resonated with me. I have never had a natal chart written for me, and hur säger man nu? Never been told about the natal chart, so I didn't know what it was. But when she told me that you are a magician and you are going to teach new techniques and new leadership, people are going to learn about a new flavor or a new color of leadership. So then I thought, well, maybe I have to listen to her and get to know this chart. So I have read about it, and I told this magician thing. I think it's when I do this spiritual inner travels, I can travel through space and time in different places at the same time. So I think that is the magician in me.
I love looking at how people view other people's energy through a vast array of different lenses. And honestly, that's one of the reasons why I like human design so much, is because even astrology, like historical ancient astrology, like the natal chart that she was referring to in order to deliver her reading, it's a vital aspect. It's one of the many pieces in the much bigger picture. If you look at your conscious planetary aspects in your human design chart, it is reflected exactly in your natal chart, so to speak, like in whether you have a Scorpio in Saturn like myself, or you are a for instance, you being born in July and late July, you are a Leo in your sun, in your personality sun in human design. That's all reflected and characteristic. And but the ways in which people read these energies into them and the perspective that they provide, it seems to trickle through and provide us with guidance in exactly the right timing in which it's meant to. And that is, I mean, the mechanics of the Maya is simply a tool to be used in that respect. That's why I'm so excited about sharing human design with so many different people in all of the myriad of work, like how you are engaged and how this other woman who gave you this vital information. I want to know how it is that the lens of human design flavors their perspective from an intuitive point of view.
Mm.
Going back to the leadership aspect of what projectors are here to do and how they are the most recently occurring. I mean, do you feel like you came from somewhere else? I'm just curious, just for my own personal understanding. Like you hear about people mention their starseed heritage or their past lives, or from what it sounds like, you're able to see future timeline trajectories of potential for people and their life purposes to help them to reach that. These are, I mean, for lack of a better word, telepathic gifts, are they not? And is this something that's simply awakening on planet Earth in your perspective, or is it something that is flowing in from the ether elsewhere to infuse our field with?
I think it's a little bit of both, really. Ever since I was a little small child, 6 years old, I had this first encounter with an UFO, or I at least I think it was a UFO, because the sky was all blue and the sun shining, and then it was pitch black. And I felt a connection with this saucer or ship or whatever I should call it. And it was gone in 2 seconds. Just like it came, it went away. And when I got older, about 10 years now, I guess 8 years, I had this encounter in my own home from the same ship. And it was with help with a friend of mine who lives in the north in Sweden. And ever since I have had these encounters with this ship as an older woman now, late 2 years from now, I have been on their timeline. So whenever I do a meditation, I feel like I'm going up to this blue line and they are coming to meet me and greet me. And I went into this ship, and there I have a lot of friends telling me a lot of stuff that I need to tell my clients about. So it's been, how should I say it, more colorful. The older I get, it's more colorful for everyone to see.